Hello, this is Gerald Van Waas. Time for another example of letters that are used as orientations, a combination of letters that are used as separate orientations and directions and positions and balance, where we find out how they work together so that we can find out how this balance is measured. And it will also be the case, of course, of sample. We have three different focuses that we use to pinpoint the letters. Focus 1 into one position, focus 2 into two positions, or focus 3 into three positions, in which you can analyze the positions in number 1, the directions in number 2, and the balance between the theory and practice in number 3. And that's basically the theory. And we will use the combination of these letters to pinpoint actually our orientation. What kind of orientation are we using? Are we following? Because all the letters have measurements. We hear the measurements of a certain basic body of the focus number 1, of things that are changing within that body in the focus number 2. Or the resonances and the reflections in the higher tones of the focus number 3. So we associate these things automatically. Let's go first for the letter S, which is of course of the higher frequencies, of the resonances. It's this very high frequency of which has a kind almost sinister effect, because you don't know what is going to lead to. It's almost like the S is blurring all the resonances there that we are. That's why it is used as sinister, because we don't really know where things are going. It will have an effect. We will be able to check out the effect. So that's why the S is our last letter. It's just the end result, and we have to follow, where is it going? That's the kind of attitude we have when we hear the S and we associate things with S. So it is always this range of sensitivity involved in S. Like in all the last letters, there are between 0 and infinity, so we don't really see the beginning very well or the ending very well, but there in between it can be sensed what it is. That's what we're going to try to focus upon. So it's quite wide with S. It's the widest focus or scope that you have with S. And there you have that influence that comes back to us. So there it could be all kinds of, it could be that effect, or it could be also like, let's have the global rules that we are not really sure how we can do that, and see how we can apply them to local rules. And it will create that effect that we need. So we have an idea of the generalizations. That's also a way how you can use it, and we try to find out where we can find it at a local place, especially when you have S and A. It also means you want to have you have to see the effect of all kinds of measurements that you can have into a local space, where you also have measurements that could reflect actually the full perspective. It is as if you're going to look into just one apple to know what apples are about. That's how the expression of S with A will be, because S will go from the global vision, where you have all these influences and the combinations of influences like vibrations as well, goes towards that local application or need, even where you need it, or you want to sample it indeed, that you want to have an idea in the local thing what the global definition is able to define into that local position. And generally, as a form, the S is always this outer shell a little bit, with vibrations, and there's also within that local application that you find, you have that vibration inside it, like this S form as well at the outside shell, and it's also in the inside shell. Very good example is that water, for instance, you have these vibrations which you can notice into a local position, but also it spreads itself into that big circle outwardly. And that's all expressed by the letter S. But we're going to find, because the next letter will be an A, that application especially. So we will go to that S form indeed, go to that inner shell and see what effects that we can notice, what can we notice there from behaviorisms inside that local position. So that's it. It's a global thing. 1, 2, 3 into just one position A. We're going to focus upon as with this S form. So what is that behaviorism that we will be able to analyze there? So we have that A focus as the next letter, and of course we have this inner form of the S as well. It is very simple, like in S. It is followed by the M. What is M? M chooses the outer shell, the outer surface in that local position, of which is extending, which is at the limits of extending, something that we also can take out, that we measure it, that's bigger, and it's bigger than or the largest part also that is that we can see that is coming out. It's like the mass. You have a mass growing, and it is indeed going towards its maximum of maxicality, new word, why not, of a materialization process. So what do? I will also take out almost on the surface that maximum form, which I will of course fill in, because first 9 letters are always about a physical focus, and we notice these things into a physical focus. So we have the largest part that we realize there, thanks to SAM, that largest part there, which we now will do something else with it, the last letters. The P is always about, yes, I take out the results, the changes, the differences, so that I am able to produce a conclusion that sees in what direction everything is behaving and changing and so on, so that we can make a conclusion that we will have an end focus also into this from the second category. It's all about movements and changes, and so we want to have an end conclusion in that letter P. What are we going to be able to take out here as what is changing there? What is going to be taken out is again into the physical realm from the letter L. L is what is forming itself, what is the form that is most apparent, what is it really that is going on as a form, what is the most dominant form. It's the same form which you can have it as well. Not quite necessary that you take out the same form. It's more like it's the results of the conclusions of the form as well, but it's still within that formal idea. The L is still about what is forming there. So I can, to simplify it, it's best that I simply take it as indeed that projection of the same thing with its conclusions as well, and association that you have the form itself, which will be pressed out and can be taken out for the conclusions. The last letter is not the L but an E. That means that a time process is involved, and it also highlights this time process. So it also says, no, it will be about what I can take out as a highlight, as an activity, the performance itself, the performance of itself, of what I can take out of the process that is most visible to me in a physical way and whatever. So what is this producing really? And this is also all the features of what I need in the sample, and it is expressing the sample actually quite well. So this is the end conclusion, and I hope you understand also what I'm expressing. Maybe you can express it slightly different, but the essence of what I expressed here with the letters and its essence should be quite close to what you need to understand indeed what is going on into this letter combination of sample. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for watching. You have some books there, some website there, some Facebook page there, and you can also subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like. Thanks again for watching. Bye.